So we may have not gotten any fighting in this episode, but by God, was this episode not amazing with character development and just character interactions? They are building up the Kamui versus Ragna fight so well. And just the last 30 seconds of the episode got me like, oh my lord, dude, this is going to be epic, bro. This is going to be top here. So to get into this episode, we got great character interactions between Ragna and Starlia and, well, their side, and also the superior dragons, which I'm not rooting for them, bro. I'm not wanting them to win, but you just can't not like them at least a little bit more in this episode. At least to me, I'm starting to like them a little bit more. Starlia and her group are talking about how to actually get out of their situation because there are two superior dragons coming to, well, slaughter them. And she has her soldiers, which I believe she said that she has 50 of them. And also she has 1,500 civilians to also take care of. So I get that she wants to protect her people and, well, try to not have as many casualties. But that is quite the feat to freaking pull off, considering Crimson did tell Ragna that, if I'm remembering correctly, there are 10,000 dragons coming to the base to attack them and slaughter them, which is completely overkill in my opinion. Like 10,000 dragons versus 1,500 civilians and Starlia, which granted, Starlia, we don't know how strong she exactly is, but I would assume she can hold her own at least against a few thousand of these dragons. But even if she is as strong as Ragna, which I don't think she is, I feel like Ragna would even have a little bit of trouble with 10,000 dragons and two superior dragons. He wasn't even able to defeat Ultimatia in their 1v1. To my knowledge, Ultimatia doesn't seem like the strongest superior dragon, considering she isn't really a fighter. But to break it down for y'all, there are 9,000 inferior dragons, which I mean are the lowest of below, I'm pretty sure, so they're just basically fodder. But 9,000 ain't no joke, bro, at least how I see it. I mean, yeah, Starlia and Ragna and everybody else could probably easily take care of 9,000 inferior dragons just because how powerful they are, but then they got 1,000 medial dragons, and on top of that, they have two superior dragons, like I just said. So it's not just purely the fact that they have an insane amount of numbers with them, it's the fact that also they have two superior dragons. I don't know how strong they are, but I would assume they're actually going to be on the level of Ragna or close to him. Maybe I'm thinking too much into it. I'm sure Ragna's going to be able to stop them in some way, somehow. It just seems a little bit redonkulous to me to send out 10,000 freaking dragons plus two superior dragons to stomp these people. I mean, why are these 1,500 civilians so important to send that much forces against them, I guess? But maybe it's because they know Starlia is actually a big threat. But Ragna is still obsessed with Ultimatia, like he will not get her out of his head. That's when Crimson was like, okay, dude, I need to get this man to actually go through with my plan and stop thinking about Ultimatia, bro. And he put it in a very good way to make him follow his orders. Would you rather just ditch all these people, go against my orders, which you apparently don't really give two craps about, and just let these 1,500 plus people die just to go clap Ultimatia? Would you rather stay here and protect these people, and I will use my power, which he did say I will use the full extent of my power? So maybe we'll get some Crimson action here and see him fight, or maybe he's not really much of a fighter. Maybe he just has some mega buffs that he can give Ragna and the other people. I mean, like, it's a pretty good trade-off. It's like, dude, just hold off on Ultimatia. You will get your revenge. I promise you. Because we got more important things here, dude. We got way more stronger enemies to take care of. I mean, don't you want to save people in general? And I think he knows that he can't save everyone, obviously, but come on, bro. You're gonna ditch 1,500 people to go clap Ultimatia. All those people in the kingdom or capital, wherever the heck they are, they're probably dead. Come on, bro. You can save people here, or you can get revenge, which you can get later. Crimson and Ragna escape from their cell, which, I mean, honestly, probably not really that hard. I mean, it's a freaking cell, for God's sake. And decides to go and crash Starlia's meeting, which Crimson was trying to tell Starlia that, hey, I can help you. They're like, no, we don't trust you. You're literally garbage. You're just a stain on a toilet. Understandably so, they don't really trust the man. I mean, you kind of just came crashing in and started lying to Starlia, so I get they're on edge dealing with them. This is your best bet to defeating the superior dragons. Plus, Crimson knows all their abilities, which he was telling them about their abilities, and they were even more sketchy, because, like, how the heck do you know about these two? where are you getting this information? But no matter what Crimson was saying, even though he's giving them some information which could help save their butts, Starlight was still 100% against teaming up with Crimson. If you remember in my last video or in the last episode, Starlight is down horrendous for Ragna, and it's absolutely hilarious because once Ragna shows up, she's getting all freaking flustered. Oh my lord, she just can't handle it, and it is her first love, so I guess, you know, it makes sense of her just not being able to deal with Ragna, not in a, well, violent way, but just not being able to stay cool, calm, and collected, which she usually is. Crimson was telling him, it's like, dude, you could easily get this chick to side with us. She's madly in love with you. She's down horrendous for you, bro. Just say anything to her, and she'll fall even more head over heels for you. Ragna, well, he's not very good at BSing his way like Crimson. What he does do is be 100% honest with Starlia. I think that maybe she would have sided with him and let them help her to begin with. With what he said, definitely won her over because, well, Ragna doesn't really like Crimson so much. Understandably so, because Crimson is an asshole. Not gonna lie, he's just straight up a dick and a jerk. 100%. He doesn't care about anyone. I mean, in the last episode, he murdered a bunch of freaking people just to mess with Ultimatia. Obviously, Crimson is not against murdering people and using people for his own gains to achieve his dream or his goal. Ragna states that as well. He's like, the only reason I'm working with this dude is because I need him and he needs me so we can slay all the dragons. Honestly, all of them were super shocked to hear that. I don't even know if Starlia and her group has the goal or plan to actually destroy all the dragons. I think they're just maybe trying to survive at this point, live as long as possible. They don't have this big grand dream or goal to actually eradicate everyone. So when they heard that, that definitely won them over just a little bit more. Ragna was just straight up insulting Crimson. That's when she's like, oh okay, he understands me. I love him even more. I find this hilarious because this is when Starlia started letting her guard down a little bit more, because Ragna says, you called him a stain that just can't be scrubbed from the toilet bowl of this world. And honestly, I agree with you 100%, Starlia. I don't like this dude. He has the power that I need, and I have the power that he needs. So that's why we're working together. And well, even though she was dying on the inside, like, look at her freaking face, and she was doing everything in her power not to immediately say yes and just straight up tell her love to him. It was so funny, bro. Like, oh my god, she was absolutely dying. She's trying her best to not look like an absolute simp like her assistant said, because god dang, man, she wants him. She absolutely wants him. And when she does decide to say yes and accept his proposal of working together, my god, do they just absolutely do fantastic with Starlia and her character, because then she became a freaking tsundere. I'm just temporarily using your power for strategic purposes, Baka. It's not like I like you or anything. Just, oh my lord, bro. Oh my lord. Absolutely fantastic, bro. Absolutely fantastic. And even Crimson was laughing at her. Bro, he couldn't handle it either. But even though we didn't get no amazing fights in this episode, it's still one of the best episodes so far. Everyone, I hope you all did enjoy the video, and if you would please use code ILLYA on all G Fuel orders, I would really appreciate that. And I hope you all have a fantastic day, night, evening, morning, whatever the hell time it is for you. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.